Well, hey there, guys, and welcome back. On this week's show, we've got Silverleaf paint. Well, it wasn't that long ago on the show that I had found a gold leaf kit on Amazon. We tried it here on the show, and during the opening of that kit and that sort of thing, I found out that there was actually silver leaf in there as well. And we made a little resin skull and applied that silver leaf and then applied the varnish and finished it off. And to this day, it still looks fantastic. I love that skull. But I saw this kit on Amazon and it is silver leaf paint. None of the foil, none of the adhesive, none of that. So I thought I would pick up a set of this for the show and show you guys what it's all about. And who knows, maybe some of you might have a use for this. Have no idea. But let's head over to the bench and see what comes in this kit. Well, this is the kit as it came to me. It's a small little kit, nothing special. It says it's a water-based silver leaf paint. I don't know what to expect. I've never used it. So let's just see what's inside here. Well, for starters, what's this? Those look like gloves. So a couple of low quality gloves. We have one, looks like two paintbrushes. Just get the other one out here. Yeah, two small paintbrushes. We have the varnish and we have fluid silver foil. Wow, I don't even know what to expect from that. Just the name alone sounds cool. But there's really not many instructions here. There are instructions in different languages. And then on the back here, there has just very, very brief instructions as to what to do. So I guess what we need first is we need something to apply this to. And anyone who knows me knows that I'm kind of a Lego addict, but I'm also a big fan of Jim Henson and his Muppets. And I have this spare Lego minifigure of Fozzie Bear. So the best of both worlds for me, with both of my likes combining into one, both Lego and the Muppets. So this is a spare. I actually have like 3 of these. So what I'm going to do is this is what we're going to use. And the very first step that we need to do is, according to the instructions, we need to give Fozzie a bit of a bath. Well, it says to clean whatever it is that you are going to apply the silver leaf fluid to clean it so that it is free of grease and oils. And I don't know any other way to do that, or a better way to do that, than to use some rubbing alcohol. So we're going to completely disassemble all of this here. And we're going to clean each one of these pieces with some rubbing alcohol and a tissue. And then once we get them all cleaned up, we're going to just let them completely dry. Now, I'm not using the gloves that they provided. This is cheaper gloves of my own. And the only reason I am wearing these gloves is to prevent the oils from my fingers from transferring onto our little Lego figurine here. So that's the purpose for the gloves. And not only that, once we get into applying this silver fluid, I don't know what this stuff is. I haven't got a clue what it's made out of. I don't know what its contents are, and I really don't think I should be exposing my hand to it. Okay, so we're going to let these dry, and then we'll move on to the next step of this process. Well, the instructions state to shake this well. I have been shaking this forever and a day. I'm going to assume that it is mixed. So what do we got here? Oh, we have like a brush, like a nail polish brush. That's weird. Okay, we're not going to use it though. I think that'll be a little awkward. So I have my own brush here. we're going to get some of this paint, this silver leaf paint, and we're going to apply it here to our minifigure. I don't know what to expect. This is already going on here rather, what's the word? It's streaky. It's not a good, clear, or clean coating. So I think it's probably going to take more than one coat. So I don't think we need a video of me applying this silver paint to these plastic Lego pieces. So I'm going to get this applied as best I can, and then I'll show you what to do next. Okay, and that would be the first coat done. Guys, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say, honestly, none of these coated well. I don't know if it's the material that I'm painting or if it's the actual silver product itself, but it did not coat well at all. Now, it does say that you can do a second coat. If I just look here, after it is cured for about 30 minutes. So what I'm going to do, it says it's water soluble or that it's water based. So I'm going to take my brush in the house. I'm going to clean it up with some soap and water. I'll let you know how it cleans. And in 30 minutes, we'll give this a second coat. Okay, so for those who were wondering, the brush cleaned up beautifully just with soap and water. Perfectly clean, no residue of the silver leaf left at all. So it's been 30 minutes. I'm not pleased with this first coat at all. In fact, it looks terrible. So we're going to give this stuff another shake. And once we get this shaken up, I'm going to give all of our pieces a second coat. Hopefully that'll even things out and take away some of the streakiness. But again, having never used this stuff, I really don't know what to expect. So we'll just start off with the microphone stand here, and we'll see how we make out. Well, it's kind of hard to tell, but I think the second coat is looking better. I mean, it would have to, right? So we're going to get the second coat completed, and who knows, it might even need a third. But that microphone stand is already looking a lot better than what it did before. Okay, so once again, we don't need a video of me sitting here forever and a day painting these tiny little tedious parts. So let me get this done and then I'll come back and see you. All right, so coat number 2 is done, and I gotta tell you, it's still not kind of solid enough for my liking. I'm looking at some of these pieces, and while it looks half decent, I can still see some of the original coloring coming through that silver leaf paint. So we're going to give it a third coat, and hopefully that one will be the last. Okay, and that's the third coat done. I put them back together just so that I could add the silver foil liquid to any sections that may have been brown after he was put together, kind of thing. But I didn't see any. Either way, he's back together. And I guess now we just wait. According to the directions here, we are going to let this cure for 12 hours. So it's 4 o'clock in the afternoon now. I guess we'll have to do this tomorrow morning. So until tomorrow, Fozzie, waka waka. All right, well, it is the next day, and our little Fozzie Bear is dry. Guys, one thing I will say is that applying the silver leaf paint to this, you want to be careful of brush strokes because they show. They retain their strokes. This does not level, so it will remain as is. So apparently now we need to apply varnish to this. So we have the supplied varnish, and again, it's got this brush in it, kind of like nail polish. So I'm going to use it just to see how it is. Okay, I'm going to say this, it's a little awkward because the brush is so long. But it does seem to apply half decently. I don't know if it's going to level out. Right now it's kind of going on there pretty sloppy. So I'm going to finish giving this the rest of its coat, and then we have to wait for that to dry, according to the directions anyway. All right, and now apparently we just wait for this to dry. I'm not 100% sure for how long. Let me just check. Dry for 12 hours, it says. It does not say anything about recoating, so we will leave it at the one coat of protection with the varnish, and that will be it. Now, yesterday I was painting with the Silverleaf and I accidentally left one of my brushes here in the water, and we do have a bunch of silver in the paintbrush. I do not know if that's going to clean out or if it is dried underwater in my brush. So I'm going to take this inside and clean it up, and we'll just see how forgiving it is for something like this and see if my brush comes clean. I hope it does, because I really like these brushes. So let's find out how that is. Give us something to do while we're waiting for the 12 hours. Okay, and for those that were wondering, the brush cleaned just fine. It did not come off the handle. I don't really care about that, but it did come out of the bristles and it cleaned up just fine. So if you're going to use this paint, be sure to throw your brush into a jar of clean water. That way, if you should forget to clean it like what I did, you can still recover your brush and salvage it for the next day. So now all we need to do is wait for the varnish to dry on our little Fozzie Bear, and then I guess that'll be it for this project. And there you have it. Silverleaf paint. Guys, what do I think? I don't know. I don't know. This was a process. 3 coats of the silver, brush marks all through it because it is not a leveling paint. The moving parts of the minifigure are no longer movable, because even though I took it apart and put it back together, I found that that silver paint, even with the varnish on it, will come right off if you rub it with moving the parts. So then on top of that, we got the varnish. We've got 12 hours of waiting for the silver paint and 12 hours of varnish waiting dry time. The results came out okay. I mean, it looks fine. Maybe this was just a bad application of it as far as what to use it on. I don't know. But in my mind right now, the way that I'm thinking, silver spray paint. Silver spray paint does the exact same thing in a one-step process. So with silver spray paint, you would blast it on. You could do a couple coats if you wanted to. You would get pretty much full coverage on your pieces, and it would be a sealing hardened coat right from the get-go, as opposed to the multiple processes with the Silverleaf paint system. Is it a bad product? No, I don't think so. I think it might have its uses, just not necessarily for what I did it for today. Maybe it might have a better use on a different type of project, on different types of material, you know, maybe using it on something other than a plastic minifigure. The size could have been an issue as well. Working on something that small can tend to have its problems, but I'm not so sure that that was the case here. So price point of the Silverleaf paint, about $20 for the kit, about 20 Canadian for the kit. A can of silver Rust-Oleum spray paint from your big box store, about 16 bucks. So roughly a $4 difference there to the cheaper of silver paint with less processes to go through and much smoother results, I would think. So I don't know. I guess it's up to you. It's all in what you want to try or what you want to do. Either way, guys, I wanted to bring this to you because I saw it and thought it could be fun. It could be a viable option for some of you out there, and it still may be. The ultimate choice is completely up to you. And guys, I want to thank you so much for tuning in this week. A little bit of a different show this week. I'm going to put the links to this product down below. If you want to check it out, by all means do. If you haven't already, if you found any part of today's show interesting, informative, likable, weird, why not like and subscribe to the channel? Guys, we have an amazing audience base here, and I'm hoping that you're going to consider becoming a part of that. I want to thank you again for tuning in. I hope you've enjoyed the show. I hope you're going to check out this product if you're interested, if it's something that suits you, even though it didn't really work that well for me. But more importantly, guys, I hope you're going to join me again next week when I bring you yet another Alternative Tuesdays.